Alrighty, so I wanted to use a team that I saw Beats use yesterday. We are in Champ 1, so there's possibility that we're going to end up fighting a couple of bots first, but I'm going to try to forfeit out at the end of these matches so that way I can get back down to Champ 2 to hopefully find some real players. But the idea behind the team is that you basically stance up with Albedo turn 1, because once her stance is removed, it gives all unknown race allies 20% attack-related stat increase for 2 turns, which is actually really cool. I feel like I don't ever pay attention to that part of the passive. Having the green Sariel link on her actually makes it to where every time she's attacked into countering, it will actually apply a green Sariel debuff, and now with the updated version of Filo, she actually applies a crit resist and crit defense lower, decreases crit resist and crit defense of all enemies by 30% for 1 turn at the start of the ally's turn, which I think, Tears is actually a 40%, which means that unless hers is like a 1 debuff, I think his might override it or something like that. I'm not sure. I think I've seen some people say... I think in Beats' video, he was actually using Fitoria, but I wanted to see how it would work without Fitoria on, just out of curiosity. So we're going to be using it like this, but I'm interested because Filo definitely in more recent times has been a little bit less usable. She's very glass cannon-esque, so she dies off pretty quickly if you can't get her passive off, or like her actual damage and everything. So I have seen some very impressive results, though, ever since the buff. So let's hop in here. Let's see if we can find some matches. Like I said, I'm going to try to get back down to Champ 2. Alright, we had a little bit of load time here. Actually might be a real player. 217 is tough to say. We're going to go ahead and stance turn 1. Maybe just go ahead and hit with these just to kind of get some, some damage out there, throw some of these cards away, because the idea here is I'm going to try to... Oh. Oh, okay. I'm going to try to put the debuffs on and then use the weak point skills second, but I did not actually expect Tier to kill there. Alright, so after this turn is over, I should end up getting some attack-related stats. Unless... Okay, that's a pretty good counter. He's going to end up killing his Roxy here, I think, because he's attacking 3 times. Alright, Albedo doing more than I was maybe anticipating. Good amount of debuffs on, actually. I think we're just going to stance up here and then do this. I'm going to forfeit in the middle of this skill, though. Okay, 244 is not like the craziest. Arthur does have like crit defense and everything on. Kind of interesting. I think Fitoria is probably better than Tier, to be honest, but let's go back in and see if we can get some better scenarios here. Okay, this one had a little bit of load time as well. Probably not. The issue here is, of course, the fact that Melee is going to cleanse off some debuffs. So let's go ahead and throw this out. Let's do this. Try to get some damage out on the Gelda really quickly. Lowering her damage dealt actually is going to be kind of big because she doesn't have skill effects. So lowering any sort of like damage dealt or like you having any sort of damage reduction or anything tends to go a long way with Gelda. So interested to see how that works out for me. Okay, decent little counter there. I guess anything that Melee throws at me, less HP on him the better, probably. Using a Gelda card. He's not... Ooh. He's not actually doing a lot of damage, which means he's not going to have the most lifesteal. Gelda kills herself. Okay, I guess that's fine, honestly. Whoever the backliner is... Oh, I forgot. If you kill with a counter, the backliner doesn't come down. He does have a lot of debuffs on, though. Which I guess this is not a terrible scenario, because he should still have a backliner, which means that I can try to kill these units off without worrying about forfeiting. So, what is this looking like? Ooh, okay. I mean, that's with 2 characters on the field. Still killed Melee with two orbs. And then, I mean, Estarossa was full HP, just dead. Which, I mean, Estarossa's kind of old. We have type advantage, weak point, blah, blah, blah. Like, all of that stuff adds up for sure. So... I don't know. Let's queue back in. We're in Champ 2. Maybe we get a real player, hopefully. Alright, this looked like a pretty good load time. Okay, unknown team. I do get to go first. I'm gonna assume you probably have a stance or evasion food on, so let's do something like this. Actually, if he does have evasion on, yeah, this is bad because I'm going to put the damage dealt increase on myself because I didn't deal any damage to Albedo. That actually might be a problem. Hopefully we live, you know, because Fitoria can do some damage, which then again she does have to build up a little bit. So I think he is going to build up some. He goes with a level 2 rank up. Or no, that was a rank up just on Fitoria. I was going to say, why didn't that rank up this? But, God, okay, the level 2's in his hand. Actually kind of insane. He didn't deal any damage to my Albedo either. I have a level 2 weak point. We're going to throw this on for more Sariel debuffs. I'm tempted to put 2 on, but I think we just go for it, right? What are we looking like here? Ooh, okay, that was some really big damage. It didn't kill anybody, unfortunately, but still actually very impressive. Almost killed the Gother. We did get rid of his Fitoria, though, which is big because I think his Fitoria, like, he ranked up on Fitoria, so I'm assuming that was kind of like where he was wanting to go with the game. I don't want to go back into Champ 1, so I think I'm going to... I think we've won this. I have another weak point skill in hand. I'm going to forfeit. I know that a lot of these are losses, but I don't care about the loss. I want to see the results and everything, and I don't want to go back into Champ 1 because then the results are going to look a lot less impressive against bots. Alright, what do we got? Okay, Sin's team could be... okay, we do out CC, which is good. Sin's team has high CC, so that's the only reason I'm kind of worried about that. I guess we go with like a typical turn 1 here. I don't really know who to hit. Just in case, I'm going to go for Bon, because I don't want him to do like the... I guess it doesn't matter, because if he does rank up Bon, it's going to cleanse it, and then he'll just do the double single target. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I forget that it cleanses. It's not just a rank up like the old Gother. So I do have to be a little cautious, a little bit more wary about that. I do really want to use this level 2 weak point. I think I might try to stun maybe melee to get some extra damage off. Use the single target on somebody and then go for the level 2 weak point skill here. He is feeding me stacks on the Albedo. I don't have an extra stance to follow up next turn or anything, but he goes for the stance cancel, so that's actually fine. I should gain the attack-related stats increase here. The fact that he does it on my turn and I lose a turn is actually really unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. He has all creation, so this stun actually won't get removed, which is good. And then... I don't want to use the tier card at all, actually, so I'm going to go ahead and just go for this. So here's the stun. Single target damage is actually looking pretty good, but the weak point is where it's really at. Okay, so killed the Bon. Gother's low. Not quite a kill. I do think that the double AOE with Fitoria. I'll leave a link to Beats' video in the description. In his, he's basically able to just stance up turn 1 with Albedo, come in with turn 2 with using the Fitoria AOE skill, and then the Filo weak point, and do quite a bit. So I forgot that he can cleanse. It's unfortunate we didn't kill the Gother there. Good damage on his end there. We have a lot of buffs on. I don't know how likely. He's literally going to be able to remove it no matter what. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's that's all right though. That's all right. Yeah, he's got me. Maybe we do swap to Fitoria. I didn't really want to use them both on the same team like at the very beginning here, but might be worth doing. All right, what do we got? Okay, Sin's team. I think Fitoria has better CC than Tier, so that's actually going to make us a little bit more likely to go first as well. We pull an extra Fitoria single target skill here, so let's go ahead and get this up. I do need to crit, if possible, to get her Hone Claws. I don't know if there's a really good way for me to do that without going ahead and throwing this away. So, I mean, maybe the weak point skill would be better to use turn 1. But maybe... Okay, we do draw an extra one, actually. So that's, like, perfect scenario. Actually, good damage turn 1 without the Shark Claws on as well. Okay, ranks up himself. Kind of interesting. Not really sure why you'd rank up your Gother unless you have another rank up. Which you do. Okay. No. Goes for the deplete. Okay. So boom. Nice. We put on a couple of Sariel debuffs. Filo's debuffs reapply. And at this point, we can... I want to see the Filo first, if possible. So let's go Filo. Actually, let me hit melee with this, then go Filo. Which hopefully this doesn't, like, outright kill. Close. Okay. Show me the money. Okay, 307. Not that bad. Not really what I was hoping for. I have seen some crazy damage with her. And then 332, and that's against 2 characters, so she definitely takes the cake there. Okay, not bad, but not where I was hoping it would be. From some of the stuff that I have seen, I can't remember exactly what the setup was. I don't think it was this setup, but maybe it was. I've seen Filo's AOE do more than Fitoria's, but it might have been because, like, when Beats was playing, maybe he wasn't proccing the Shark Claws turn 1, but I'm not 100% positive on that. So let's go ahead and debuff, ult, and then single target, because she should have a lot of debuffs on at this point. So that actually just reapplies because we're already lowering. So that actually doesn't add a second debuff, unfortunately, or a third. And then, okay, 1/6 ult, 380k. Actually not too bad there. And that's with type disadvantage because she's blue, so kind of cool. All right, there was a really long load time on this one, so connection might not be great. It is a Sins team, which is kind of nice. I wonder if her crits, like if she crits with the stance, if that counts for the Hone Claws, or the, I keep calling it Hone Claws, Sharp Claws. I'm actually not 100% on that. Let's go for this and throw one of these out as well. I could merge that, but I don't think I'm too worried about it because, as we've seen with the last one, I think it just ends up overriding one of the stacks that we already have on, so it's not actually putting a second or like an extra debuff on. So he is going to cleanse one debuff from everybody, which is going to give him some stacks. We've already got a little bit of damage out on him, which is kind of nice. We do only have 2 stacks of Sharp Claws. I'm interested if the stance crits, like if the counter crits, if that will give me a Sharp Claws. I assume it will, but counters can be a bit odd with like proccing stuff, so. Okay, hitting the Bond. No crit, so not even a chance there. Can I? Okay, he doesn't do anything. Unfortunate, actually. So we get the attack related, which is good. We have a level 2 Fitoria card. I think we're just going to go for this because I want to see the AoEs. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty good damage overall. 319, and we have a level 2 Fitoria, which this was without Queen's... What is it called? Queen's Authority? Or no, Queen's Strike, I think. So, unfortunately, we do get the last Hone Claws there. Sharp Claws, damn. But now he has... Now he has the big card. I should have maybe, instead of going for the level 2, just shot another single target. But I'm basically just looking at the AoE damage here. I don't really care about the rest of it, especially with this team, because I'm mainly looking at Filo's like results. I'm not actually that worried about Fitoria in this scenario. This is gonna kill me. Yeah. Goodbye. Good game. Level 3, incredibly hard to kill. Or, like, incredibly hard to survive. Alright, okay, another Fitoria team. Nice, and he is running Albedo and Tyr, so pretty much what we were running a minute ago. Let's go for stance into this, just in case it is an evasion food, which I would imagine it might be. And then we could throw the single target out. I think I'm going to try to throw the weak point out turn 1. Maybe we could draw another one or something. I just want to try to get the crits out for the sharp claws if I can. So there's a bunch of crits. Pretty good damage. Feeding damage to Tyr, probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. But he can only hit me with... Well, he does have 2 AoEs with these characters. She's not built up just yet, though, so maybe it won't be that bad. But his weak point actually is kind of scary. I do pull extra weak points, which is nice. Filo did take quite a bit from that. She might be dead. Yeah, she is dead. That does suck, because I wanted to see the Filo. But... Okay, we pull an extra Fitoria card. Let's go for this. See how that goes. Because she doesn't have a lot of stacks. I'm not too worried about this counter just yet. Really good damage on that, actually. She crit. I don't know. I think she was already at full stacks of Shark Claws, though. Ooh. Yikes. Kind of crazy. Unfortunate. Hello. Anyways. Yeah, that was... I wanted to see the... We pulled a level 2 weak point with Filo as well, which is unfortunate. I did want to see that, but... let's throw one more, I guess. I'm not super happy with it so far. Like, I mean, I feel like you're just kind of relying on Fitoria, which isn't necessarily surprising because she's the newer unit with, like, more damage and everything, but, I was hoping for a little bit more from Filo, which, I mean, she's not doing bad, don't get me wrong. She's still doing, you know, good damage and everything, but I don't know. I was wanting her to get the kills instead of it being the other way around, I guess. Which I could use Fitoria's card first and then the weak point second, so I guess maybe the order. Alright, we have a Sins team to finish things off here, so that is pretty typical. I see a lot of Sins teams lately. We pull the extra Filo card. I'm gonna have to sneeze. Sorry about that. Thank you. I'm assuming you said bless you, okay? Let's go ahead and stance. Let's go with this into this. I probably should have done that in reverse order and used the other one first, but not really too worried about that. We'll see how it goes. He might end up ranking up on the melee and cleansing those off, but then again, ranking up melee and trying to use a card turn 1 is typically not the right play. Got darker in here because it's cloudy outside, which is funny. Okay, we get an extra weak point. I really want to just go into like tons of weak points and stuff, but I don't have Hone Claws at this point because I didn't use an AoE, so that might be an issue. Did that crit? I wasn't paying too close of attention. That did not crit. Into third card. Oh, not a melee stance cancel. Let's go. No crit, unfortunate. Okay, I don't know if we crit that Gother or not, but yeah, we're still only at 2 stacks, so it's not going to give us Queen Strike. I guess let's use it anyway. We're just going to go full on. I don't care if we lose. I just want to see what we can get off here. So yeah, nothing crazy there, because she didn't have her passive prompt. Kills off the side 2 units. Unfortunately, he is going to be able to cleanse and get his big stuff off. Pretty close. 93k is not the greatest. I guess I could have went for the stun and like secured my win. No, actually, all creation cleanses everything, so it wouldn't have mattered. He does have a gold card, and he could throw like a Merlin AoE out first if he pulled one, which would be pretty bad. We do get some Fitoria cards. Okay, that wasn't the craziest. Okay, going for the Albedo. I'm actually okay with that. Okay. I think he might have just used those in the wrong order. I'm not positive on that, but yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and hit him with this. I could stun him. I'm going to see what the single target looks like and then try to use the AoE here to finish things off. Because this actually should do pretty good damage, right? Yeah, almost killed by itself. This probably won't kill because we don't have that many debuffs on the field. And then this should finish off melee, at least get some decent damage off on the Merlin. Not quite. No, okay. That little burst at the end actually did kill her. That's kind of insane. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this setup just because it relies on Fitoria so much. I wanted Filo to kind of be the star, but kind of hard to like outshadow Fitoria. She's kind of insane. So I guess that's pretty much it. So I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the Filo. I'm much more into the Nalphamy side of things with the collab. And I mean the two new characters are cool too. But Filo, I don't know, just falls a little flat for me personally. If you have any cool teams you've used with her or something like that, maybe you're getting better performance out of her, let me know and I'll try it out. But that's it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm sure we will be messing around with Raftalia tomorrow. I don't think there's any reason to really mess around with Kizuna, but who knows? Maybe next week.